I am back. It is spring of 2025 and I've had a request by another friend to do a spring scene. This is Ishan. Say hi to the folks, Ishan. Hi. And he wanted to do a spring, what's it called? Garden wildflowers. So here's our scene. Hold it up high, my friend. Awesome, right? And we're going to take you through it. It's pretty simple. Most of you have already drawn flowers, no big deal. And I think it's a good first springy painting of the year, don't you think? Enjoy, have fun. See you later. All right, so the first thing Ishan and I are going to do is put some paint, blue paint, on our canvas. And I'm going to start with a blue drop there, blue drop here, and around the perimeter, because it's going to be darker around the edges, and we're going to go lighter as we go inside. So Ishan, you can do that with your dark blue. Did you want some of this turquoise blue?
I guess that'll work. I usually mix a lot.
Well, yeah, we're going to be blending white, so I'm just going to put a little bit like this.
It looks good.
Do you want that much? I'm going to start with my white blob right in the middle. I'm just going to put yours there too, because that will be our last little bit of painting. Okay, so first thing, I've got my wide brush. I'm going to wet it, but then I'm going to dampen it or take the most of the wet off on this cloth. So go ahead and do that, because we don't want our canvas really wet. Then I'm going to start
I think it's a little too dry.
with the blue around the outside.
I'll use the flat.
And then I'm going into the turquoise and I'm bringing that into the blue a little bit.
That looks cool.
Now, my friend, we don't do that with our brushes.
Oops.
That's all right. Look at me. This is not what the brushes were meant for. They're supposed to stay like this.
Oh.
Yep, try to keep them upright. They brush forward and backwards, but you'll wreck them if you use them like that.
I can't believe I'm getting famous. Finally.
Are you getting famous? Oh, when am I going to get famous? See how I'm using the white, Ishan?
Oh.
So I want it lighter in the middle, and I might put another blob of white in there sometime. I like your brilliant blue. Okay, see how interesting they're looking now? Yours is nice and smooth. Mine has more brush marks, but this is good because everybody has their own style, and I'm not a big believer in that everybody's has to look the same.
Same.
Right?
You like it?
I don't have to like it, my friend. You don't have to ask if I like it. I like that you're here and you're doing this. You want to learn and you're helping me with a tutorial. I think your choice of the dark blue was better than my choice, so I'm going to put some more of this brilliant blue in my corners.
Okay, that color's called brilliant blue.
It is. Do you think it's brilliant?
Yeah.
I think you're brilliant. So I'm going to clean my brush because I want to go into that white and I don't want to bring any dark blue into it. And I blend it so that, see, I'm circling. Make big scoops with your big brush, Ishan. Big sweeps.
Like this.
Right? Yes, we're brushing the brush. We're not.
Just I'll add a little white and then I'll spread it around the middle. Just add it in that circle.
Okay, I am going to let this dry. We'll take a break there. Okay, now while that is still drying, I think our parts with the light color in the middle is still drying a bit. So we're going to put some grass and then some flower bits at the bottom. So I'm going to get 2 tones of green. We've got this called sap green. There's also hunter's green. And we have a neon type of lime green. And we're going to put them both on our palettes here. And then use them to make our grasses. Action. All right, now we have our rounded brushes.
Okay.
Let's get them in the water just to get them pliable, and then dry them on your purple mat, your little towel. Okay, and we're going to start with our dark green. So just get a little bit, we don't want too much paint on the brush. So I sometimes roll it just to get a little bit on.
Is this enough?
Yeah, and then remember, hold it like it's a pencil. And you're just going to make some strokes like that.
Simple enough.
Some of them are longer, but let's start with the short ones in the bottom of our frame first, okay? Make sure the ends are pointy, Ishan, because grass comes to a point, right? It's tapered, just like this brush is. So my friends, I'm going to show you. I'm going to get the light. I'm going to get the light green. Can you watch for a moment, Ishan? Just watch me. I've got the green on my brush, and I'm not pushing hard. I'm going like this, and then I'm lifting it at the end, and I just want the point. I just want the point. I'm not pushing it hard on the canvas at all, because I want the tips to be pointy, and if they're not, then I'm just going to go back, and I might just paint downward. So there I've got some pointy tips. And I'm going over the blades of grass, and I'm going beside them because it's going to be all kinds of green. All right, and you can even mix it right here on the palette if you want.
Can I
The two. I'm going to actually cover my blue at the very bottom. So I'm just going to do lots of little brush strokes like this because it's actually all green, right? There's no sky, but the blue that we layered on the bottom will help make it look like really dark, dense earth. And the grass is just budding out of it. Okay, and then we'll let that dry, and I'm going to put a bit of grass around my bottom here, and I have some blue. I like to paint around the edges of my painting because I find it's all a part of the same picture, right? Some people like to leave it blank, some people like to just paint it black.
I think.
But I'm going to add some blue and green. Okay, now we're going to start with some flowers, and we're going to start with these big ones right here. Okay, the big pinky ones. So I want you to get a fairly good sized pointy brush, wet it, then dry it, and dab it into a pink color. And at the end of one of your blades of long green, ready? We're going to do a little smudgy. A little smudgy like that.
Dang it.
Okay, we can move it up so that you don't get paint on you.
Oh. Sorry, everybody.
Okay. Okay. Yep, now be careful. I'm just pointing it. I'm just putting it on like that. Now I'm going to add a little bit of white into mine to see how that blends. Oh, beautiful. It's so beautiful. Nice. Ishan, that looks great. Do you like it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to leave it at that. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 purpley flowers.
And I have 8 divided by 2 flowers.
Okay, what should we do next? Keep going with flowers. We can put some down here. Should we do the yellowy white ones? I'm going to get some yellow ochre. Ochre, do you know that color?
Yeah.
Ochre, not okra. You
I
know
have
it?
that color. Remember when you used it in your squashing me?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
Here we go.
I had yellow ochre. I
It's
didn't
not-
have orange, so I kept substituting yellow ochre for or orange.
I went to a friend's house for dinner yesterday, and ooh, and
Color pop.
she had a hard time saying okra. Kept forgetting okra, okra. And now I'm saying okra today when I mean ochre. I'm going to use my fatter brush, wet then dry, and I'm going to get some of my, use your bigger one.
Let's see which one's fatter.
Make sure the pink is off that brush. And then I'm just going to,
Okay, that's my fat one.
I'm going to make some of these petal flowers, right? Because this brush was made for petals. You can put more colors on whenever you're ready. Okay, I'm going to add some daisies. I'm using my narrower pointy brush, and I'm putting white on it, and it's okay if it's got a little bit yellow. And I'm pushing very lightly. That's right. Artist's choice, right?
Yeah, artist's choice flowers.
Okay, do we want to make a funky little dragonfly? Where are you going to put yours?
In the corner.
Oh, cool. Okay. I think I'm going to make mine blue to blend in with the blue. So I'm starting with my head, and then my, what is this called? Is this the thorax?
Body.
And then the tail.
Here you go. Where do you want to make here?
There are so many different ways to make any kind of drawing, right? You can make it realistic looking. You can make it tell it's a butterfly, for example, but it's not what a living butterfly would look like. I'm going to go over and just do a few touch-ups with some of my things. But if you feel like your drawing is finished and you've got all the flowers you want, then by all means, you are done. All right, here's Ishan's.
Is it only 3:05?
And I'm going to say thank you to everyone for watching this. Lots of tutorials on my channel, Yayla Productions. And check it out, try a bunch of things. There's something for every season. Bye!